Hello, hello. Welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karradyne.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Karradyne?
I'm still waking up. How are you?
What time is it?
I think it's after 10. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock on the dot.
Wow. We didn't sleep a lot. I wanted to wake up now.
I slept a lot, but I feel like I didn't. As is every day of my life these days.
Yeah, well, I spent last night, I decided to go to bed like at 10.
No, it was 11 because I woke up and looked at my watch and was like, why is the TV off and why is my candle blown out?
Well, anyways, I read a whole 40 chapter manga last night, so yeah, I love having a third day off on the weekend. This is how life should normally be. I feel rested, I feel happy, I feel fulfilled. I don't feel stressed about tomorrow, even though tomorrow's gonna be fucking stressful. It's great.
Don't worry about it till you get there.
Exactly. That's not a today me problem. That's
Exactly.
a tomorrow me problem. So he
Exactly.
can deal with that shit. Fuck that guy. Anyways, if it's your first time or 108th time coming into the show, welcome. We're glad that you're joining us for an episode of A Novel Console. I hope you stick around and have some laughs and maybe find something new to enjoy. If you want to reach out to us, you can do it on our socials, which is basically at A Novel Console on every platform, or you can email us directly at anovelconsole@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to support us, you can do it at patreon.com/anovelconsole.
Tell your friends to check out the show because every listen and review helps. You can leave us a review on most platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, you name it. Reviews help us be more discoverable. We also have our own Novel Console Discord now. If you want to join, send us an email or check out our Twitter and look for the pinned tweet. Maybe one day I'll return to the Discord server.
Why did you quit?
I just, well, I have like 65 unread text messages right now and 100,000 unread emails and lots of notifications on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm just ignoring my phone. Unless you text me.
It's weird because you're always on your phone, but you're ignoring your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone playing Disney Emoji Blitz. Or on TikTok, but most of the time I'm not even on TikTok.
I'm going to block emoji
No, I love Disney Emoji Blitz.
So you can do
I
more
also
productive things.
open it to cast my TV shows to the Chromecast.
And then you just sit
Or to
there.
open my Roku remote to turn it on in the bedroom.
Yeah, we got to get you a new meaning for your life because you're not doing anything.
Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, guess what?
What?
It's been 2 years of A Novel Console.
It's crazy.
I know, right? Like, didn't we just say that it was a year, like a day or two ago?
Yep.
It's, wow. Time flew by.
Think about recording in that hotel room with the window that looked out over the empty pool. And it was kind of cold.
It was nice, actually.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Which is weird because it was the end of August.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Am I misremembering it being kind of cold?
I think it was kind of cold.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
I don't know. Yeah, and then coming home and re-recording it and recording on those tiny little tablets with our sad little Nessie microphones with the socks over them for a hot minute, and you trying to get me to help you edit because you had to edit our two files separately and then like put them together, and it was a whole it would take hours and hours and hours over the course of like several days. There was no recording the day before it dropped. No. That was and you always yelling at me. God, you yelled at me so much.
Why did I yell at you for?
I smacked the table or I too hard.
Yep. Wait.
Yeah, I do that a lot, apparently.
Well,
you know, I've noticed it in making videos now with my voiceover and like how much like when I say sent, I'm like, why do I do this? It's really hard to edit.
Like, are your teeth stopping your tongue? Like,
my teeth are weird.
Like holding it back, and that's why you do so much?
I don't know. I
Like, is
told
that
you.
just the force of your tongue crashing against your teeth?
I told you about the time that that lady in 7th grade pulled me aside and told me to take out my tongue ring, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Have I told that on the show?
No.
So I was in the spelling bee. Well, I was always in the spelling bee because I was smart.
Nerd.
I was real smart.
Was.
I was, yeah, I was real smart.
W-U-Z smart. You was
Hey.
smart.
No, I was in the spelling bee, and I think I was in 8th grade. I think she was a 7th grade teacher. But it was the school spelling bee before going to the county spelling bee, and I won. And this bitch, Karen, she had the fucking Karen haircut and everything. She looked like a fat version of Kate from John and Kate plus 8. And I say that as a fat person, so don't get mad at me. No, so she pulled me aside. She like grabbed my forearm and yanked me to the side of the hallway and was like, "Word of advice, before you go to the county spelling bee, you need to take out your tongue ring." I was like, "I don't have a tongue ring." And she's like, "You don't have to lie to me because I can hear it." I literally had to open my mouth and show her that I didn't have a tongue ring. So, and then like
I
my
would've punched
family's
her in her
always
throat.
picked on me. Like when we still had landlines and we were leaving voice messages for each other on the answering machine and they couldn't hear me, they'd be like, "Karradyne, you need to take out your tongue ring." Yeah.
That's where that came from?
Yes.
Because I've heard your sister say that to you before.
Yeah, like if I talk too fast, I get too excited or something. I guess I like sort of have a speech impediment. I don't know. Y'all listen to me every week. Let me know if it sounds like I have a speech
They
impediment.
probably don't even notice. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So that what you were remembering, that was the first year. The second year, we had Danny K on the show when we did an episode on his podcast. We had Weiss Drums join us. We've had Burger Champ and Thrack join us,
And Carmen.
and Carmen. Carmen, I think twice this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Thrack twice.
And Thrack twice. Yes. Burger Champ once this year because he was the first year on, right?
I can't remember.
Can't remember.
I know he's been on twice.
Yes.
But I don't remember the time frame.
Which reminds me, we have to schedule our episode with him because we haven't done that yet.
Oh, yeah, because it's almost, that's next month.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to
I
do
guess
one.
that means I need to start reading Gideon, considering how slow I've been.
He wanted to do one before October.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, but we haven't coordinated it. I don't know if it's been. I think it's been my fault. I think I've just been like all over the
You
place.
suck.
Yeah. So sorry, champ. We'll fix that. Then we hit 100 episodes, right? Remember when we did that? Like
Yep.
8 weeks ago.
With Thrack, I think.
Yes, actually. Was it? Yes.
Or was it the week after?
No,
I know we
it
talked
was
about
with
it.
Thrack. It was
Yeah.
with Thrack. Yeah, it was Dragon Quest and P.S. I Hate You.
Yeah. Yeah. Postscript.
Postscript. There we go. And we changed the format of the show afterwards, and
We did.
yeah. So yeah, it's been 2 years.
Crazy.
I wonder how much the show will change by next year. Maybe it'll even stop.
Maybe it'll be monetized by next year. Do you really want to stop?
No, not really. It's fun. I just wish I had. I wish this is the only thing I did. I don't want to work.
Yeah, I don't think we'll
again.
ever get to that point.
I don't want to work ever again. I just want to sit here and talk shit and not be funny. But
We make like a tank of gas off of this thing every month.
we make the Buzzsprout
Yeah.
subscription out of it every month,
It's
which is
like the tank of gas.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if that pays for itself, that's the only expense we have.
Exactly. All we have to do is just sit
Fine.
here and talk, and people pay for us to actually hear us. That's fine. Anyways, yeah, 2 years. Hopefully we make it to 3. We don't kill each other first.
We've made it this far without killing each other. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think I would have anybody else in that seat.
You don't think you would?
Yeah, I don't think I would. So
Watch me die and you find somebody who was even better.
Thrack will join me.
I mean, a girl, but okay.
Yeah, we'll
If that's the way you want to swing after I die, that's fine.
I'll put a wig on Thrack, and that's it. So Bob's Burger made you cry?
Oh my gosh, it did. So I'm losing my train of thought though. I know it was the episode. Okay, yeah. So it's the episode where Bob and Louise are obsessed with this like karate film
Samurai.
franchise, samurai
Traveling
film.
barber samurai.
Killing monsters,
Yeah.
father and daughter, and they wind up running into the father in their hometown. It's like, what the heck is he doing here? So they follow him, and it turns out that the daughter is living there now and like working as an accountant or something, and he's trying to find her to apologize for all of the wrongs and trying to force her to keep doing movies and stuff. And
I don't
so,
think he was trying to force her to do movies. I think he
No?
was just he just wanted to apologize and have her back.
but I thought he was apologizing for trying to force her to keep doing movies.
When she was a kid?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That might make sense. I don't know.
Something along those lines.
I was too distracted by you crying over fucking Bob's Burger.
Oh my gosh. So they try to help him and like organize this private screening event where they're going to trick her to show up and he's going to be there to apologize. And they wind up like losing the sound on the movie. So the Belcher family is behind the curtain providing this awful voiceover to the movie. And then I guess I'm trying to remember exactly. Basically, like Bob and Louise. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. It's kind of Louise realizing like, how could you ever not like your dad? That's so cute.
She's crying.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
broke my heart.
and Bob was like, well, I'm never going to stop being your dad. You're always going to be my daughter and shit. I wish Danny was here so he could do the voice. Danny's great at
Yeah,
that.
that was pretty great.
You're crying at fucking Bob's Burgers. I just look at you
It
and I
was
start
so
laughing.
cute.
You think, why
It
are you
was so
crying at fucking
beautiful.
Bob's Burgers?
Sad.
Louise is not even Bob's favorite. It's Tina.
But Bob is Louise's favorite.
Yeah, I can see that.
She loves her daddy.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Louise is not his favorite.
I don't know. I feel like he has a different favorite on certain episodes based on whatever's happening.
It's never Gene.
Poor Gene. It's okay. He's Linda's favorite.
That episode where he starts dressing up like Bob. I fucking love that episode.
Oh my god.
It's like,
Bob fucking hated him in that episode.
what's your advice for the serial pooper? Grow up. I did.
He also hated him
funny.
in the monkey episode.
Yeah, the beef squatch episode.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Bob's favorite is definitely Tina. When he had the sleepwalking, when he put the turkey in the toilet.
Yes, when he was trying to potty train Tina.
He kept dreaming that he was potty training Tina. So does that mean
Because
that
she was growing up.
Tina weighs as much as a turkey when she was a baby?
Apparently so.
Or
That's a fat
turkey's
baby.
Tina weight? No?
Whatever. Tina weighed as much as a turkey.
Yeah.
There are more turkeys than there are Tinas.
That is true. Now, you know what there's not enough of in the world?
What?
She-Hulk twerking.
Oh my gosh. The thing is, like, I don't know. She's just so CGI'd. Like, I feel like she's even more CGI'd than Bruce is.
I don't care.
I think it's because she, like, takes up less space than he does, so it's more obvious.
I don't care.
She looks like one of the Navi.
From
Like, that's how she
Pandora?
moves. Yeah.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
That people are so butthurt about that thing.
I don't understand why. It made
fucking get it.
sense. It was cute.
Like, you have like all these fucking superhero guys dancing, and people absolutely love it. Like Simo and Winter Soldier, but he's dancing, and people loved it. And Joker dancing in the Joker movie, and people loved it. And Peter Parker dancing in Spider-Man, and people love it. Now She-Hulk twerks for like 2 seconds, and people
With
are mad.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, people are so mad. I'm like, she's shaking her butt. Enjoy it. Like, this is all I want.
It's so stupid.
The show can be just this for a whole season, and I'd be happy.
I know you would be.
And have you been liking the show?
Eh.
This past episode was really good, episode 3.
Yeah, I think this one was probably the best so far. I'm not loving it. I'm not disliking it, but I'm not loving it.
Also, I feel like the runtime, them being like half an hour each, doesn't help.
Yeah, it's not enough. If it were 45 minutes, I feel like that would make a big difference.
Yeah, like because things are just like kind of like condensed.
Yeah, super condensed.
But this episode was great. I really don't give a fuck about Wong at all, and she has that moment where she talks to the camera. She's like, "Oh, every episode's not gonna have a cameo. It's gonna be Wong in this episode, but whatever." I'm like, and I know you're excited to see Wong. I'm like, who the fuck is excited to see Wong? Does anybody actually like Wong?
I mean, he's just kind of there.
Where?
Wong. He's just there. Wherever he is, he's just there.
Like in the Doctor Strange movies.
Multiverse of Madness. He had a bigger role in that one.
Well, it's Doctor Strange, so.
Well, no, but I feel like he had an even bigger role in that one, even though it was Doctor Strange. I don't know. I also haven't really watched the Doctor Strange movies, so.
You haven't watched the first one, and the first one is just Magic Iron Man. It's not good.
Him breaking his hands after he's being an asshole.
Yeah, it's terrible movie. It's so fucking. That movie sucks. It's so bad.
That's why we
God.
DNF'd it.
Yeah,
Or I DNF'd it with you.
Yeah, that movie was terrible. Speaking of terrible things, I have a sex toy for this week.
Oh, God.
Are you ready?
It's that terrible.
It's pretty bad. It's not that terrible, but it is pretty bad.
I'm ready.
It's called the Orgasmatron 3000.
Oh.
Okay, look at this.
What the hell is that? It looks like a car battery.
So this was created by Dominic Wilcox. After being invited to take part in a design exhibition on the theme of a bordello, Dominic Wilcox came up with his own take on the subject. The leather-clad washing machine and saddle aims bring the fun back to housework. That
Aims to?
aims bring. There's no two. Instructions. After turning the dial to the required setting and press the on button and climb into the saddle with your legs at the front of the machine. That's all it says. So it has settings. It's like, oh.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. I can't.
Like they just keep adding one O per setting.
Can't. Oh my gosh.
And it's like covered in leather. Like the whole thing is like a real washing machine, but it's just covered in leather.
That looks
And it has like a little saddle on top.
kind of uncomfortable.
It does kind of look uncomfortable. I was trying to find reviews and shit on it, but it looks like people are not buying it because it's a whole fucking washing machine. And
Nobody has room for that.
exactly, because nobody is a homeowner. Nobody buys houses anymore because they can't afford it. Okay, I just love the name of this product. Sounds like something out of one of my favorite films, Barbarella, where she was crash-landed on the 16th planet of Tau Ceti. Not an actual product, but a design that was requested, or rather an invitation for a design exhibition submitted by Dominic Wilcox. I give you the Orgasmatron 3000. So yeah, this thing, apparently it's not real.
Really?
Oh man, that's sad.
I mean, that makes sense though, because like literally no one would buy this.
Let's see. So actually, it looks like it might be real, but it looks like it might not. Okay, I have heard this urban legend all of my high school and college life that goes like this. Having sex on a washing machine can cause women to go wild with passion because of the slow vibrating motion on the washer. The spin cycle is supposedly particularly hot. Did you imagine if we put a load into the washing machine and just pack it onto one side? Then when the washing machine starts going like pong, pong, pong.
Oh my gosh.
That would be like you're being thrown off the washing machine.
I mean, I had a friend in high school who, when she lost her V card, the guy she lost it to, he lived alone. He was much older, and it's not who you're thinking of. It's not who you're thinking of.
I'm not thinking.
You're not thinking of anybody? You look like you were.
No.
It's not one of our listeners. And she said that they did it on top of the washing machine, and it was amazing. But that dude didn't have any teeth.
That must have been amazing. Getting gummed.
He was interesting.
Anyways, finally, someone, this being master of everyday design, Dominic Wilcox, has capitalized on this idea and created a much more straightforward, user-friendly washer for this purpose. The Orgasmatron 3000. The Orgasmatron 3000 is a sexy washing machine. Sounds like a line straight out of Bob's Burger.
It's a sexy washing machine.
That's a sexy washing machine. I can picture Gene saying that. It's wrapped in black leather and has been fitted with a black leather saddle for those wanting a quick ride. The settings of this washing machine have been updated to meet its purpose. So no longer will people choose from settings like what? Cotton, a CO permanent press. What the fuck? The site had a stroke. People now choose from the kind of fun. I can't read these words. These words are wrong. To the average death setting of. This is weird. I'm only assuming that the higher you make the setting, the lower you're concerned whether your clothes come out clean or not. So it has 2.8 score, low popularity, high activity, low freshness, and it's popular with our age people in America, Eastern Europe, and in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. I was hoping for it to be like real. That's kind of sad.
Nobody's going to spend money on that.
I mean, what about those freaks that want to live out their, what's it called? Gray days, sex rooms.
Those aren't freaks. You need to watch How to Build a Sex Room.
No,
It's
no.
amazing.
The fucking, what's it called? 50 Shades people.
Oh, like BDSM people?
No. The weirdos that like 50 Shades, not the BDSM people.
I guess. I don't know. Ain't nobody got room for that shit. Nobody. Where we gonna put it? In the middle of our living room?
Just run a hose.
Stick it in the closet,
to the
I
washing
guess.
machine.
I don't know.
A hose to the toilet or the fucking
Oh my
bathtub.
gosh. I can't.
I did install a lot of washing machines in weird places. So
In weird places?
yes,
Really?
I'm sure I can make very weird places. I installed one time, a washer and dryer in a space in a bathroom in an apartment that used to be a shower. So like the shower head was there still, and I installed the washing machine and dryer there. Yeah, that was strange. Yeah, people are fucking weird. They turn things that shouldn't be houses into houses. Speaking of which, academies are kind of like houses.
Are you throwing me into this damn review now?
Yep. So let's go into book talk.
This week's book is Fuck My Life, The Awakening, Zodiac Academy #1 by Karradyne, Peckham, and Susanne Valenti.
Did you say this book is
Fuck My Life? Yes.
The Academy. What was it called? The
Zodiac Academy, The Awakening.
The Fuck My Life series, Zodiac Academy.
Yeah. It was published on August 2nd, 2019, to Kindle Unlimited, I believe. So, it's not exactly...
A winner.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. This shit. Yeah. So, first I want to apologize to Carmen, because Carmen did buy me this book because she wanted to know what I would think of it.
Did she hate it herself?
No, she enjoyed it.
Oh, boy.
No. And, this has been recommended to me so many times other than by her. It's really sad. Marla even recommended this to me as Harry Potter with sex. That's what everybody says it is. It's Harry Potter with sex. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, these kids start out at 11 years old. I don't need to read about 11 to 18-year-olds having sex. Like, I'm 30 years old. No, that is not. No. So, it's been recommended to me so many times. So many people on Bookstagram are nuts over it. Another a friend from high school recommended it and was like, "Oh my gosh, I need you to read these books. They're so amazing." She's also a big Harry Potter fan. Um, yeah, I don't even know where to start. So yeah, so Carmen, I'm sorry, Carmen. I did listen to the audiobook because after reading that synopsis, I knew I was not going to be able to finish it if I read the physical book. I didn't even want to finish it reading the audiobook.
Okay, so my question is, when you picked out your books for the backlog, did you just like randomly grab books and
I blind buy and read everything, basically. Almost everything. Yeah, so
Wow.
that's why I always act so surprised when I'm reading these synopses. I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Oh, this sounds terrible. I wish I had not brought it.
Well, that's your
But
own
I also
fucking
feel like it
problem.
makes it more entertaining, you know?
I mean, there's like millions of books. There's only hundreds of thousands of video games, so you know which one the good ones are just by the names. Not You don't have to like read or play or whatever to know that they're good.
You
Like,
don't have to do any research.
exactly. So there's a difference for that, at least for me. But you're fucked.
Yeah, yeah. So I started listening to this audiobook and I knew within like the first 10 minutes this is gonna suck. So it's you got two main characters, they're twins, so they're Gemini, of course, because they're twins. It's Darcy and Tori, I think. But honestly, and I read somebody else say this on Goodreads, and I was like, yes, I am validated. These two read exactly the same. Like there is no differentiating. I couldn't tell you which one is which at this point. I honestly, it reads like the exact same character through the whole fucking book. There's no differentiating them. Obviously, there's no differentiating them with the audiobook because it's all the same narrator. But like they don't have any different qualities, I feel like, except their hair color. One of them has black and blue hair to signify bruises. She chose to dye her hair. She's really, really attached to her hair. It's like her security blanket, which is, I mean, a legit thing.
Did it get shaven off like mid book or
It
something?
does. Yes.
That's fucking
Yes.
great.
Some guy like comes up behind her and like chops off her hair, like Flynn Rider with Punzi. Rapunzel.
Punsy. Just say Punsy, and I just picture like Danny DeVito.
But
in
yeah,
a dress.
she's like, oh, my hair is to signify my bruises, and I'll never color it any other way. Oh my God, shoot me in the face. So where was I going with this? They don't read any differently. It's just the hair color thing. And
So wait, so the only reason you can tell them apart is because at some point they drop their hair color?
yeah, I guess.
Like, oh, this oatmeal tastes
But even then, like-
bland, but my hair is blue.
Yeah.
So you know who's talking?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, so it's that one. The blue-haired one.
Yeah, she doesn't like
I think it
oatmeal,
was
okay.
Darcy. I don't remember. Oops.
Wow.
So, and then like the timeline just didn't make sense sometimes. Like it was just kind of jarring transitions. Cause like, okay, so I was obviously listening to it at an amplified speed, but I didn't turn it up high enough that I couldn't follow it. I made sure of that because I know that falls into like the skimming and DNFing category, Burger Champ. So I didn't turn the speed up too high. I think I didn't go over 2.2 times. Because once you get to like close to 3, that's when you can't really understand it. So like, okay, so in the beginning, like they have their lives in Chicago, I think, and they're like, one of them is like stolen a motorbike that's worth like $55,000 easy. And then they go to sell it to their friend. And he's like, I can give you $1,000. And then like they have their money hidden in this cubby hole. And they're afraid that their stepdad is going to find it. But then they get to the school and one of the boys like burns off one of their clothes. And all the money gets burned up in it. And she's standing there naked in front of everybody. Because that's normal.
In school?
In school. But so, like, this professor comes and finds them and, like, y'all are the lost princesses of Solaria or something. The Zodiac, whatever, I don't even know. And then, boom, they're in class and being instructed. I'm like, what? Where? What?
That just sounds.
I felt like I was missing a chapter, but it was the audiobook.
So what the fuck is the Zodiac? And like, do they have powers based on the Zodiac? Like, can somebody like,
yeah, so they
throw
have like
crabs, the
elemental.
other one will summon horses and shit.
They have elemental powers, so like water, fire, air stuff. But you're only allowed to use one, and everybody's blown away because these two girls have powers for all of the elements, but they're only allowed to use one. So they have to choose.
Where does the Zodiac come in?
I don't remember. I don't know. And like one of their teachers is named Orion, and I feel like there's some questionable things going on between one of the girls and Orion, even though he's a teacher. And so like another thing is this is advertised as a bully romance. I am not into bully romances. Not at all. But also, there is like no romance.
Isn't that like the next step between enemies to lovers?
Oh my God.
Abusers
Bullying?
to lovers?
Yeah, no. We took it too far. Way too far. You know, not my cup of tea.
Like I missed the way he punched my nose in.
Oh boy. You know, no thank you. But yeah, I felt like there was like no romance at all. It was all just these boys being really, really, really terrible and literally terrorizing these girls the whole time. And I'm sorry, but
so bad.
Whoever said that it had anything to do with Harry Potter, that it was at all similar to Harry Potter, they're on crack. Like, the only thing that's similar is that they're out of school. It's literally the only thing that I felt was similar.
So these girls are good at magic, right?
Elemental magic, I guess. Elemental whispering.
Still fucking magic. Wasn't Harry stupid at magic?
No, not really.
No?
No.
So I thought like the whole premise of like the first like one or two movies is that he was really stupid at magic.
No, not really. I mean, he's just a kid learning in school. He and Ron are not the brightest, but he's not bad at it by any means.
I thought he was.
No.
Oh boy.
But yeah, and then the sexy parts, it's just gross. It's just gross because it's abuse, and the whole theme of the whole book is non-consensual stuff. It's really awful. Really awful. God. Oh. It's bad. It's really bad. And I feel so dirty as an adult reading this. It's and like I don't know. I wish I'd written down some of the specific lines, but God, the dialogue is just trash. Trash. They all just sound so superficial and stupid, and lots of "you're gonna regret this" and "we're the true kings of Solaria," and I don't even know. It's so bad. So bad. I was just looking at Goodreads. There are apparently like 8 books. One of them the 8th book is supposed to come out in December. Ain't no fucking way I'm reading any more of these books. No fucking way. Oh man.
Oh, somehow I feel like that's gonna happen.
No, it's not, because I'm not going to have them in my possession to add to any sort of list. No. Life is too short to spend time reading trash that you hate.
Okay, but work is also shit that you hate. So what if at work you're listening to it?
No. I can be listening to so many better audiobooks.
It's miserable time at work, so you can just be double miserable. What if the next book is good? What if they're all grown up and they stop being gross?
I don't think they change at all. I'm good. The writing is also terrible. It's terrible all around. It's so bad.
Okay. So again, I ask you, if these dillholes can write these stupid fucking terrible books, what's stopping you from writing a good one?
Oh my God. No time in the day. Not enough time in the day.
You need to.
I guess all that time I spend playing Disney Emoji Blitz, I could be doing something else.
I'm gonna block Disney Emoji Blitz on our network so that you can't access it.
Please don't.
I will.
I'll just turn off my Wi-Fi and use data. You don't have access to that, bitch. Because believe it or not, we've been together for 5 years and we're still not on the same phone plan.
Because you have terrible AT&T.
There's nothing wrong with AT&T.
Everything's wrong with AT&T. It's so expensive. Stop touching me.
Yours is way more expensive than mine is.
Because I have a whole bunch of shit on it. I have like your earbuds and the watches and speakers.
You don't have watch anymore.
I don't have watch anymore. I need to get a new watch though. Mine is falling apart.
Oh my gosh.
Every time I look at it, it's just hanging off to the side.
Well, I'm going to have to wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have a rating or do you have...
1 fucking star. Less than that if I'm allowed. No stars.
Oh boy, that's funny.
No stars.
Stars.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Okay.
I fucking hated it.
So 1 star for The Awakening, the Zodiac Academy.
The first Zodiac Academy book.
Wait, no.
Fucking sucks.
What was it that you said at the beginning? Fuck my life.
Yes.
The Awakening, the Zodiac Academy. Oh man, what a fucking trash fire. Let's go into games and stuff. This week's game, our patrons chose Pikmin for the Nintendo Wii. And I am gonna go ahead and say that I love this game.
We knew you would love it.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so nice. They wanted me to do Pikmin 2 as well.
You started it, right?
I started it. I got halfway. I almost finished it. I didn't finish it. I don't like Pikmin 2 as much. Like for me it goes 3, 1, and then 2. And the reason why 2 is low is because it is fucking brutal. It is so fucking crazy how difficult it is. So in Pikmin 2, there's these things, right? There's like these holes in the ground that you can go into to explore with your Pikmin. And you can carry with you 100 Pikmin at a time. So you have your Pikmin, your 2 captains. You have Olimar and Louie. And
Olimar.
Louie. So in these holes, you have to take specific kinds of Pikmin. So sometimes you have to take all fire, or fire and electricity, or water and poison. And it's like, I don't know, like more than 5 floors, almost each hole. And in each hole, you fight the creatures that live in the planet, and you also get parts to take back to your ship so that you can get more money, so that you can go save Hokotate Freight, which is the company that Olimar works for. So there is no way for you to make more Pikmin when you're in the holes, because when you kill enemies, instead of taking them to the Onion to make more Pikmin, they get taken to your ship so that they can be turned into money. And because of that, if you're not smart or paying attention, which I barely do, you're going to lose all your fucking Pikmin.
You don't want to do that.
No. Especially
They're
not...
so cute.
Especially not the specific colored ones like the purple and white, because they are... The only way for you to get them is to go to a purple or white flower and throw in 5 Pikmin so you can get 5 of those back.
Oh my god!
And the problem is that you can only do it at 5 at a time. You can't do more. Now, there are some of these holes that have flowers with like little colored dots. All you have to do there is just throw 1 Pikmin, and it will give you like 15 of that same color that it was on the leaf when the Pikmin fell in. I also think, because I'm not 100% sure, that if you throw the specific color into that plant, when it's that color, then you'll get more than 15 Pikmin, which I should probably test that out. But anyways, I went into a hole. It was a very difficult hole. I got to the boss in the hole, and I had like 45 Pikmin, and like 10 of them were purples, and I am not sacrificing my purples.
No.
Because after you finish the game, there's one item that you need 100 purple for. Because the purple Pikmins can have the lifting strength of 10 Pikmin. So with 100, you get 1,000 Pikmin literally lifting something up, which is impossible for you to carry around 1,000 Pikmin. So I always leave behind the purple whenever I go fight something so I don't lose them. And I got to the boss in that dungeon, and that boss spawns out little baby Bulborbs that go eat your Pikmin. So if your Pikmin are sitting at the ship unattended,
oh no,
they get eaten. And then the fucking Bulborb that you have to fight that keeps spawning the fucking Bulborbs, you throw Pikmin at it, they start hurting it, and then he shakes them off, and then he rolls over them and kills them all.
Bless it.
So I had Pikmin extinction when I was in that dungeon, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this down for a little bit, and I haven't gone back to it. I need to. The game is very good. It does rethread a lot of the stages from Pikmin 1. So you get to see like the stages from Pikmin 1 in a different season than you did in the first game. And I like that. I don't think it's bad. But it's so fucking brutal. This game is fucking brutal compared to 1 and 3. It is so difficult.
Killing all them Pikmin.
Mm-hmm. Like there's a feeling of dread when you see Pikmin extinction pop up on your screen.
That's so awful. I'd probably cry.
You would after you see like all of them get rolled on by a giant monster, and then they'll go like, oh, and their little spirits fly away.
That's awful. That's so bad. Oh no.
Yeah. It's like you're fighting a Bulborb and you're just throwing Pikmin at it, and he's shaking them off, and then he just scoops down a whole mouthful of Pikmin, and you can hear them being crunched.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then the ghost.
So fucking.
Then their ghosts fly out of the Bulborb's mouth. Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
This needs to be a horror month game. Jesus, that's awful.
Maybe I'll finish Pikmin
for
2
horror month. You should.
Horror month.
You really should. That's terrible.
Oh man, there's these monsters are fucking vicious, but I do like that in Pikmin 2. This almost sounds like a Pikmin 2 review. Than Pikmin
it does.
1.
It does. You didn't even finish it.
There's fucking differences, and there's the last thing I'm going to say because this is the thing that I love the most. Apart from you being able to throw the Pikmin faster, because you can throw the Pikmin faster in Pikmin 2, you can throw them as fast as you can press the button. Whenever you have Pikmin out on the field, depending on their color or how many you have, they sing a song. And the song changes depending on how many you have of a color, or if you have 100 and whatnot. And it's really cute to have an army of 100 Pikmin of all 5 colors just going with you and singing their song.
That's cute.
It is super adorable. I love it. Pikmin is so great. So anyways, Pikmin 1. The game, I love this game. This game is so good. You're Captain Olimar. You got hit by a meteorite. Your ship parts scattered all over the planet, and your job is to get them back within 30 days so you don't die because the atmosphere on the planet is poisonous. So you have to collect all of your parts so you can go back home. And the way that you do it is by befriending the Pikmin and having them help you. You can have up to 100 Pikmin on the field. In the first game, you have red, blue, and yellow Pikmin. The red ones are impervious to fire. The blue ones can go in water. The yellow ones go really high. They hadn't done electricity yet on this game. So the yellow ones can only go high because of their ears. They're aerodynamic.
My goodness.
Yeah. So your job is just to find the parts, bring them back to the ship, kill monsters, make more Pikmin, make them the dominant species in the planet, which at the end it's crazy because Olimar leaves the planet, right? And there's like a bunch of little onions that follow him because the Pikmin ship is called an onion. So there's like blue, purple, red, teal, whatever flying after him. And then you see like the Pikmin taking on like hordes of monsters, just killing fucking Bulborbs beings. You went to that planet and you destroyed the ecosystem.
What?
The Pikmin are the apex predators now.
That's crazy.
They're about the size of a penny.
Can you imagine?
Imagine.
Like ants being the apex predator.
Yes, exactly.
I can't.
Exactly.
Or the love bugs. Can
They
you
are-
imagine? They are apex predators. God, there's so many.
Oh man, if they were smart enough and they teamed up, they could take over fucking Florida. So the way that you make more Pikmin is you can knock down some plants, carry their pollen up to the ship. That turns into Pikmin. If you have specific colored pollen, if you take yellow to a yellow ship, it'll give you more Pikmin. If you take red to a yellow ship, it's not going to give you as many Pikmin. And then the other thing is the fighting. You just fling your Pikmin at monsters to knock down their health and then take their bodies to make more Pikmin. And you want as many Pikmin as possible so you can carry all your parts back to your ship. I love it. It just feels like a comfort game. This is the game that made me want a GameCube when I was a kid. Because I went to a neighbor's house and they had just gotten the GameCube. They had Luigi's Mansion, they had Pikmin, they had some other stupid games that I don't give a fuck about. Luigi's Mansion was cute. You flash your light at the ghost and then you suck him in and whatever. But then Pikmin, and I saw these hordes of little creatures just tearing down a giant, ball bag. So I was like, oh, fuck. This is fucking brutal. I love this. And I fell in love with it. It was so good. That first stage does the perfect job of introducing you to a game so well because you start off the game, you touch the onion, a Pikmin pops out. It starts giving you descriptions on how to play the game, how to do what you need to do, and you don't have a time limit. So you can take your time actually learning how to play on that first stage. Knocking shit down, making more Pikmins, pushing stuff. It shows you the mechanics of having to use, if you have an item that needs 20 Pikmin to move, you need to put 20 Pikmin on it to move. And the same with carrying stuff, like the ship part. I think like the ship part that you find there, it's like 10 Pikmin. So you just need 10 Pikmin to move it. And as you're finding more parts to your ship, the map keeps growing so you can go to different places to explore. And in those different places, you find the other Pikmin, and it's just so good. Like, I wish Pikmin 1 played like Pikmin 2 in the sense of it being faster, because in this one, you can press the button as fast as you want, but Oliver's going to throw the Pikmin at his own speed. And that cost me a lot of frustration because there are some enemies that you want to knock down as quick as possible. There's one specifically called the Burrowing Snagret. It's basically a crane snake.
What?
Yeah, so the crane birds?
Yes.
But it's a snake.
No.
That burrows underground.
No.
So
No,
it's the face and the body looks like a snake with a giant foot. And it's just a bird that burrows out of the ground. And
No, thank you.
You want to put as many Pikmin on it as possible because that shit will decimate your Pikmin army. Like, it will fuck it up. And the motion controls, I didn't like them at all. I hated the fucking motion controls on the Wii. Like the pointer, just having to point to shoot. Because I'm sitting here with like my hands on my lap and I'm just like pointing up and down just to fucking point. And sometimes the pointer's all the way to fucking gone out of the screen and I'm just throwing and my Pikmin are going, I don't fucking know where. Yeah, and sometimes, you're pointing at the enemy. You're fucking throwing your Pikmin at the enemy. And the enemy moves a little bit, and the cursor, instead of marking the enemy, starts marking somewhere else on the screen, so the Pikmin get flung all the fucking way out of the screen. Exactly. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is annoying. But I love the game. I just want it ported on Switch, 1 and 2. Please give them to me on Switch. That's all I fucking want. I don't even care if Pikmin 4 doesn't come out for 4 more years. I just want 1 and 2 on Switch. Unless you got Pikmin 4, then I'll take fucking Pikmin 4.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I Pikmin 3 came out, I did everything in that game. And then I remember one weekend Jorge came down and he bought it and we started playing the multiplayer. I fucking steamrolled him.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was like, how are you doing this? Like, I don't fucking know.
Oh my gosh.
Like, Pikmin is my shit, dude. It's like Pikmin and Star Fox. I'll beat anybody at those 2 games.
Bless it. And Mario Kart. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm okay at Mario Kart. There's some people that
you're
are
a
way better.
beast.
Sarah's pretty good at
Yeah?
Mario Kart. Yeah, Sarah beats my ass at Mario Kart.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
She's good. Taimara, not so much, but Sarah, yeah. Yeah, oh God, Sarah's scary. So, yeah, Pikmin 1 is fantastic. I fucking love this game. I would love to I finished... No, actually, when I started the game, I started on my previous save file, beat the game, and then
started over and played it all the way through
played
again.
it all the way through, and it took me like a day.
Oh my gosh.
Total time wasn't even like 6 hours. But yeah, give me the game with the same controls as Pikmin 3. Give me Pikmin 2 with the same controls as Pikmin 3. And I will be so happy.
We're sorry, Burger Champ.
What happened?
Burger Champ just said no podcast this morning made this day bullshit.
Yeah, we were we had a rough day yesterday.
We had a rough weekend. Let's be real.
Yep.
We've had a rough day since Friday.
Anyways, Pikmin 1. Let me see what score I gave it, because I really don't remember what score I gave
10
it.
out of 10.
I would believe I did, that I gave it a 10 out of 10,
But you're not sure.
I'm not sure, because I'm being like as fair as possible with the games that I review and not throw any nostalgia goggles or hatred goggles behind it. Like fucking Dragon Quest, I gave it a 6 because it felt like a 6 to me, but I understand why people would give it a higher rating. So Pikmin, I actually didn't put a fucking rating. What the
10
hell?
out of 10.
Wow, I am surprised I didn't give Pikmin a rating. Okay, so because I want the Pikmin throwing to be faster, and because this game feels like it's lacking a little bit compared to 2, this game to me is an 8.
That's still pretty good.
It's also incredibly short, so wow, I am surprised I didn't put it in. So Pikmin, an 8 out of 10.
Very nice.
Yep. All right. So, are you ready for garbage?
I am ready.
All right, that is Give Me the Garbage.
Today's Garbage Revisited is a restaurant from quite a long time ago.
Let me tell you exactly when we reviewed this.
I feel like it was like episode 2, but I could be very wrong.
I think it might have been episode 3.
3? Really?
It
was a long time ago.
That's a very long time ago.
It was in the very beginning.
Yep, it was episode 3.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so we are revisiting Twisted Root Burger because we said that we would for a long time. And we haven't for 2 years, basically. So, yeah, we went back to Twisted Root. And I can't say that my feelings are much different this time around. So we went to the restaurant instead of ordering it. And I decided to go super simple because I was not... I don't know, I didn't have very high expectations. So I got like an all-American burger. It was just burger, cheese.
Just bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, exactly. And then we shared the cheese fries. And you got the Greek burger. Mm-hmm. So I guess I can talk about mine first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Actually, I'll talk about the sauces first. So they have sauces on the tables. They've got your ketchup and mustard. They don't have mayonnaise. They have little mayonnaise packets. I'm like, why can't I just like have you put mayonnaise on my burger before you give it to me? But whatever. So they have like a chipotle.
And ancho chipotle ketchup.
Yeah, ancho chipotle ketchup, root beer barbecue sauce, and horseradish Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all of these sauces are a slap in the fucking face. Well, I didn't taste the root beer one because I fucking hate root beer. It is one of the nastiest things I've ever tasted or smelled in my life.
So I have notes about each sauce. The first one, the ancho chipotle ketchup, it tasted like anchovy vinegar ketchup. Spicy anchovy vinegar ketchup.
Slap in the fucking face.
It was fucking disgusting. It almost tasted like it was rotten.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it. It did taste rotten.
It was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get what's fucking people's boners with putting Chipotle on everything.
I think I said I don't understand why they put so much effort into these sauces that are nasty. They're trying to be hipsters, and it's just not working. Put the focus back on the food, because it fucking sucks.
Yep. The root beer barbecue sauce as regular barbecue sauce is fucking disgusting. As root beer barbecue sauce is actually okay.
Oh my gosh. You make no sense.
Because root beer is kind of like licoricey and shit. It's not. It's heavy. It's pungent, right? So being in a barbecue sauce, you just get hit by that smack of licorice taste first, and then like the barbecue, and then it kind of like feels like a mix between them. So the first taste is like, fuck, this is nasty, and then you figure out it's root beer barbecue, and you're like, okay, this is exactly what they said it was gonna be. Now, the horseradish Dijon, I feel like Burger Champ would go fucking ham on this thing.
It is another smack in the face.
It is amazing.
Clean out your sinuses.
Mm-hmm. So it tastes more like a spice, like a mix of spicy brown and Dijon with a little bit of horseradish in it. It is so fucking good. It has like that clean out your nostrils feeling from horseradish, with that delicious, perfect balance of Dijon and spicy brown. I fucking
You say
loved
so.
it. Like,
It was
all the fries that I could manage to peel that cheese off of, I would dip in this
Oh my God.
mustard because it was so fucking good.
Yeah, so let's get into the food now.
Do you want to start with the fries?
Yeah, we can. The fries, they're about as good as they were delivered. It's just like they throw some Kraft singles on top of it and blowtorch it, and it's just a pile of cheese like glommed onto these fries, and it's just greasy, and you have to pull them apart, and once you pull your fry out, it's probably gonna come out without the cheese because the cheese is just a blob that's like not going anywhere.
Yeah, and the fries are soggy.
It's
They're
soggy
greasy.
as fuck. It is so soggy. It's like they were dumped in water and then you put the cheese on top. I don't know. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. We threw most of them away. And then my burger. So it comes with the cheese, bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
No, you add lettuce, tomato, and onions.
Well,
it's just cheese, bacon, and burger. That's it.
Okay. Then I added the lettuce, tomato, and onions. Okay. So, they don't put any condiments on it. I put 2 little drops of the ancho chipotle ketchup because I hate myself, and a mayonnaise packet.
So white.
I will say that I did not realize that there was actual ketchup on the table when I put the 2 little drops of the ancho chipotle ketchup on the burger. But it didn't matter because this burger is so tasteless that I couldn't even taste the ancho chipotle ketchup. All I could taste was cheese. You couldn't taste the lettuce. You couldn't taste the tomato. You couldn't taste the onions. The most, in your face part of this burger.
You could smell the onions.
You could smell them.
But you couldn't
taste the bacon. I tasted the little extra crunch and chewiness of the bacon. And the meat was cooked perfectly, but I couldn't taste it. Couldn't taste shit.
All the textures were there. Like, all the textures were perfect.
It was a high school cafeteria hamburger. I tasted nothing. There were no flavors except Kraft single cheese.
Ugh. Okay, so
Melted.
my burger, the Greek.
Yeah, I wish I'd gotten that burger.
This burger was a fucking home run.
But we're never going back to him again.
We're never going back. This burger was fucking incredible. It was so good. So it had, let me see here. It had tzatziki sauce, feta, pickled onions, fries, and the meat was not seasoned at all. They did not season any fucking part of this meat at all. But it was cooked perfectly.
You know what? Maybe the thought process is you add your own condiments and you add your own seasoning.
Where's
Maybe
the
they
fucking
expect you to season your own burger patty. I can't. Because they're hipsters and that's how hipsters do it.
There was Tipsy Bartender, right?
Yes.
There was a video where he was making like some sort of limoncello or something stupid like that. Mm-hmm. And he like pours a shit ton of lime into it. And he's like, and I pouring lime in because that's how I season my meat, and I like my meat seasoned.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, what the fuck?
I
That
can't.
guy is great. Anyways, so the burger was like charred. It was cooked perfect. It was juicy.
not seasoned.
Just not seasoned at
Yeah.
all.
They were cooked very well.
Yeah. So what I loved about this burger is that it felt like eating Greek food, because the char and everything kind of felt like it was like on the trompo, on the spindle. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
The flavors were really good of
Yeah.
all the toppings.
Yes, all the toppings with that just made it feel more like actual Greek food. And the pickled onions were incredible. Mixed with the tzatziki sauce, the fries, and the feta, it was just like a whole fucking punch to the mouth in flavor.
In a good way.
In a good way. It was a really, really good fucking burger. Like, that burger was a winner. And like, my thing is, like, they have like posters of Guy Fieri saying, "Oh, this is one of Guy Fieri's favorite burger joints." I'm like,
I need Guy to get his taste buds checked.
like, why? This place is not good.
It's disgusting.
Like, we haven't had all their burgers, right? The burgers that we've had
I don't need to.
have been terrible. We're not fucking going back.
Never.
It's just one and done. Second time to burn us, that's it. Anyways, if they were to put the same amount of effort that they put into creating such a perfect burger like that they did with the Greek into the rest of their shit, this place would be fucking phenomenal. But it's a big, giant fucking meh.
I thought it was garbage. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
That's pretty bad.
It sucks to say this about like local places. I think it's kind of like a very small chain,
Yeah, I don't think it's big. I don't know. It might be.
but it sucks. It's terrible.
Yep.
I didn't like it at all. Like,
Nope.
I love the burger. The pickle bar was kind of sucky too.
I didn't taste any
The
of
bread
them.
and butter pickles were good. Atomic pickles were not good. They tasted like Nashville style chicken sauce on pickles, and
Ew.
it was just not great. But yeah, Twisted Root, a big
No. Garbage.
garbagian meh.
Garbme.
Garmeh.
Yeah. Garbme.
Yeah. So yeah, not going back. Not a
Nope.
fan.
No, thank you.
All right. So that's it. Do you want to say anything else before we end the show?
No.
No? Did you miss doing regular episodes like this?
Not really.
No? Why not?
I don't know. I like the flexibility of reads in place.
A read in place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we did it for you.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
it's all for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so you
thanks.
could feel not as stressed
Less
as I have to
pressure.
finish this book.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
But next week we have another backlog of Doom.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll
so-
make sure to read all the synopses before I bring them to the table.
I'm gonna see what I have that could be really bad, and I'll pick that so that these guys can fuck me over.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like they tried to do with Cyberpunk and they failed.
Yeah, that's true. You loved it.
Yeah. I also find joy in terrible shit like Saints Row.
'Cause you're weird as fuck.
Yeah, I am weird. Anyways, that's it for this week's episode of A Novel Console. Do you want to say goodbye, Karradyne?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.